Okay, my clock says 9:05, I think. So I'm gonna start. Hey, well, because Pine and Marguerite, they are, I think, traveling, and maybe they are still in LA with their grandchildren. So therefore, I'm gonna get myself started. Okay, without further ado. So welcome. It's again once well, every first week of the month, we have this class. Okay, we have a 4 day of what we call face and body challenge. I think it started like 5 years ago. Thanks to Margaret Song for organizing this. And what happened is this year, around somewhere around March, started with the first week for face and body, and then the second week next week we're gonna have the Pharmanex and H lock supplements. So therefore, you are on day one. Just in case if you're new here, this is called the day one face and body challenge. And my name is Rosalind, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the H lock Lumispa IO and Boost. Okay, so let me just you can see, right? Let me just double check my slides. Yeah, okay. So therefore, this is a little summary about myself. Who am I? Okay, so for some of you who are new to me or you have not met me, my name is Rosalind and I'm a force for good to the world. Therefore, that's the reason why I partner with New Skin. I'm very passionate about, helping people, empowering people to gain clarity because I'm also a clarity coach and to ignite the passion, purpose, and potential. And at the end of the day, why do we embark on New Skin? Is because we want to have happiness. So therefore, I have another mentor, Philip Chung, and he talked to us about the type 5 lifestyle. So essentially that is me. I love this photo of my this particular picture that I took in Japan when I was meditating under the sakura. So that's one of my favorite photo. Now, just a little bit about my credential. What do I do? So besides New Skin, I'm also a certified life coach with John Maxwell, Points of View, Lego Serious Play, as well as a licensed divorce coach. So therefore, prior to that, I'm actually a corporate warrior. For 20 over years, I climbed the corporate ladder like a typical good Singaporean, go to school, get a job, get married, have kids. And so that's what I did. Very obedient. I climbed the corporate ladder for 20 years. And part of that 20 years, I've spent about 8 years, 7, 8 years about 8 years actually, in the skincare industry that I was the general manager for Dermalogica, which then at that point in time was the number one professional skincare brand for the beauty salon here in this part of the world, Singapore and Malaysia and whatnot. Okay, so then I also was the senior VP for Sasa Cosmetic, which is a Hong Kong public listed retailer for cosmetic. We have since exit out of Singapore, but I think they're still thriving in Hong Kong, China, and with a very strong online presence. Now, then after that, in my 40s, I decided to trade my business suit for an apron. Okay, I became a chef, and I went on to set up a cooking school, and 5 cafes and restaurant, published 2 cookbooks. And as I was approaching 50, I thought, hey, I really enjoy being a chef and a restaurateur, F&B owner, but I liked the job, but I didn't like the lifestyle because it was always at the expense of my own time, my own health, that I didn't have time to do things that I want to do. And so while in between my entrepreneur journey in 2010, I had actually co-found a traditional Chinese medicine clinic. And because of that, I came across our first H-Lock supplement called H-Lock R Square, because we have Chinese herbs inside. And that was how I was being approached to check out whether this supplement would be suitable for our clinic. Now, guess what? I was so impressed with H-Lock science, but there was a little bit of my partner felt that, we have a supplier that supply the cordyceps as well as ginseng with our regular supplier at the clinic. So there may be a conflict of interest with our then supplier. So instead of distributing through our TCM clinic, I decided to consume it personally myself. And of course, they say the rest is history because I was so impressed with the benefits that I get from H-Lock supplement. So from H-Lock R Square, I went on to H-Lock TR90. And of course, then I did the H-Lock skincare series. Then it was a transformation set as well as the galvanic spa. And then that was me in 2012. I haven't started the business in New Skin, just purely a consumer, but I was kind of like I would say trick. I was invited to the convention. And then, I was so impressed with three things. Number one, why are these people looking so happy? And they're looking so great. Many of them look so much younger than their actual age. And apparently they make a lot of money because you see all these people going onto the stage to get recognition. So at that point in time, I thought, hey, I must be in the wrong business. I want to do this happy, kind to the body, great to the body, kind of a business that the body is really the asset, right? Instead of all my restaurants that I was putting up and having to renovate those restaurants, why do I renovate my this body? So I make a decision then and there that I would sell away my F&B business to partner with New Skin. Obviously, it didn't. It was not a very smooth process to exit out of my traditional business. It took me 1.5 years actually. So finally, I sold off my business, F&B business, in 2014, and then I partnered with New Skin in 2013. So yes, that was my first convention was 20, I think 2013, in terms of the the October, yes. Therefore, these are some of the people. For example, Anne over there, I think she's no longer with us, but we met on the street, and she's like the poster girl for Galvanic Spa then. And I thought, wow, oh my goodness, she looks so great in her 60s. And at the point in time, I was just approaching 50, and I thought, hey, she's definitely my role model. And then after that, I met Philip Chong at the convention as well. And then two convention later, I met Nathan Riggs, Alan Nagao. And of course, my own personal favorites are Pat and Margaret Song, Bob Howe, and Monica Lam. So these are, this particular slide is actually here on my desk in front of me to remind myself, why am I partnering with this company? Because these leaders have actually shown me the way, and this is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. Okay, so therefore these are my favorite leaders and role model in the business. So yes, I mentioned about my own transformation. So that was a picture of me as a chef, the conscious chef, taken from my cookbook. The cookbook was published in December 2014. Well, I sold off the business, and I thought, hey, why don't I publish a cookbook to put that chapter, like a full stop to that chapter in my life? And therefore, that was the picture from the cookbook. And as you can see the photo, I was a chef, and I took TR90 July 2013. And then I lost 6 kilo. And then of course, I have a confession. Initially, I kind of like just take the supplements. I was, having, if you heard my background, I was in the professional skincare space. And so therefore, when I look at, all these packaging of New Skin, it didn't look very professional, honestly. And I thought it can't be that great. And because of that convention, I saw our spoon story. If you have not heard about our spoon story, please ask whoever invited you here about the spoon story, how our founders, didn't have much money. With 5,000, they started this company called New Skin. And I thought, oh my goodness, it must be great. Maybe it looks ugly on the outside, but it's really all of the good, none of the bad ingredients on the inside. So therefore, that's how, when I heard the story, it convinced me. And so therefore, that was the first time. 2013 October, I went to the convention, and when I came home, I decided to give away all my then skincare range to my family members. And I went on to the first skincare range, which is the Galvanic Spa, as well as the Transformation Set. And then, of course, the Transformation Set has since been repositioned as our True Face series, all right? The top of the line anti-aging skincare range. And therefore, at 51, not bad, I was chosen by the company in Singapore to be a Live Young testimonial. And this is 59 right now. So therefore, I'm kind of really, really happy that I managed to lock in my age and still look great. And more importantly, it's really my energy. So therefore, let's go to the class. Enough of my story. All right. So as you know that I ran a TCM clinic, and so I had taken some classes in traditional Chinese medicine about the body, and about how if you go to the Chinese doctor, they will look at your face, and these are telltale signs on your face. If you have breakouts on on the forehead, and obviously it's about your elimination, small intestine, the bladder. So therefore, maybe you're not drinking enough water. And of course, if you have really, some of them have really red nose, and therefore you have to pay attention. Maybe it's related to your heart, and maybe you may want to watch out your temple, right? Getting angry all the time and hot temper, quick temper, that could actually affect your heart as well. And of course, if you have breakouts on the lower part, the chin area, that is related again to your hormonal. So some ladies, maybe you get a lot more breakout during that time of the year, of the month, okay, the menstrual period. So therefore, these are kind of the telltale sign. So what this slide means is that, if you want to look great on the outside, don't just focus on the outside. We have a whole range of great supplement for the inside. It has to work from the inside. So beautiful skin does not begin only from the outside. It has to start from the inside. So therefore, the great thing about New Skin is that we have an integrated beauty and wellness solution. So therefore, make sure that, although this is not a class for nutrition, next week we have a whole series, a 4-day class for nutrition. But remember, this is super important, especially if you want to get good skin. You have to watch out on your supplement and nutrition and lifestyle as well. So therefore, I'm not going to go into the detail, but this is again give you an idea of the parts of the skin. We have the epidermis, you have the dermis, and the hypodermis. Now, what is very important in this slide is that later on you will see that I have another slides to show why our devices are great, because it's not just on the surface. It actually will cleanse deeper into the skin, into the epidermis, and and then for some of the gadgets, like for example the Boost, where we have current, or the galvanic spa with the galvanic current, and even for the well spa with the adaptive microcurrent, it actually can penetrate much deeper into our skin to give you all these benefits. All right, so therefore it's very, very important to understand a little bit about the different layers. So it's not just on the skin only. All right, it's much deeper. Now, this is just for those of you who are very new to skincare. You may want to find out, like for example, the Lumi Spa has 5 different cleanser. All right, and you want to know which is a good cleanser to get, which is a good cleanser for you. Now, I would say 80% of my clients are still on the normal and combo cleanser. And sometimes, unless you have very dry skin, very sensitive skin, I always like to start people with a normal combo first, and then we will, monitor after that one tube, maybe to go on to the oily or the sensitive. Now, of course, there is also our treatment head that I'll talk a little bit about it, that could actually, so therefore the Lumi Spa is not just a device, it's actually a system. You have options of mix and match, depending on your skin type, that you could actually change about the 5 different cleanser and the three treatment head. So therefore, you may want to take a picture of this slide to kind of like guide you very simply. What do you mean by a dry skin? Obviously, it's dry to the touch, and maybe after you cleanse it, you feel very tight, and of course, sensitive, you can actually see, usually it's really on the cheek area, redness, itchy, drying, and of course, combination, which then the T-zone, and you have some blackheads, and typically this part of the face is actually a lot oilier. And of course, you have oily. Normally you have enlarged pores and pimples, blemish, and things like that. So therefore, this is the skin type to help you to guide through which is the cleanser that you use. Now, what causes aging? Now, obviously, New Skin has lots of great products, not only just for aging. I mean, we have the Nutri Essential line, which is actually a good starting point foundation skincare range for younger skin. But as we grow older, our skin, we never stop aging, even if you're in your 20s. So what causes aging? There is a biological aging, which is of course a genetics. Some people are born with maybe older genes, but having said that, our gene expression science tells us that our daily habits, our lifestyle, how our genes behave is even more important. So gene expression science over there, and of course free radicals from the environment, internally and externally, produced within our body, because of oxidation in our body, we have free radicals, and that's why supplementation, taking our life pack, for example, our skin carotenoid certified products, that you could actually measure your skincare retinoid score on the biophotonic scanner is important to measure your antioxidant. And of course, how do you get rid of these free radicals I mentioned to you? You need antioxidant. Yeah, right. And so therefore, these are some of the causes of anti-aging, and not forgetting also the environmental aging, whereby you get sun damage. So therefore, choosing the right product uh, internally and externally is super, super important. All right, that cause aging. Now, this is a slide that I like to summarize. I only have one slide for the company. So therefore, we are 40 years. We have lots of amazing scientists, actually, to be specific, 75 full-time scientists working in our research anti-aging research centers, both in China as well as the United States. And as you can see there, we have 333 million genetic data points. We've invested more than $200 million in R&D investment, 39, actually 14 years of intelligence in terms of ingredients. So therefore, ageLOC is a brand as well as a science behind it. So you see ageLOC there. It's actually a $10 billion brand. And as you can see, every of our product, I always say we are a clinically we are a science-based company, clinically backed for all those benefits that we share with you about, and we're definitely future ready. So therefore, we don't just talk about now, we are always talking about the future, and that's the reason why we are the number one anti-aging company in the world. All right, so that's our scientists, Dr. Joe Chan and Dr. Helen Next over there. Now, so therefore, we are also an innovative company. That's one thing I love about this company. We're not never contented with what we have. We already have very good products, but guess what? Our scientists are working so hard to make sure that we always have an endless pipeline of innovative products. So therefore, this is just kind of a, like the ageLOC, a legacy of innovation over there. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier to you, I came in during ageLOC R Square. So therefore, I was able to enjoy the whole range of ageLOC launches since I joined this company. Prior to that, there is of course the new skincare range as well as Pharmanex. So therefore, this is a great slide to remind us that we are a company of innovation. Now, back to today's skincare. Essentially, there are 5 simple steps. Okay, 5 simple steps. Let's say this is a great guide for anybody who's new to skincare to get started. So therefore, as you can see, there is a step number 0. Now, that is because we have this LumiSpa and IO series. This is a second generation of LumiSpa, and it has a together pair with a phone and an app called Vera. You're able to do a skin consultation. So by taking a selfie, answering a bunch of questions, the algorithm is able to give you some great recommendation in terms of products. And of course, at this point in time, normally I would get my customer to screenshot those recommendations, and we will go into a Zoom or a face-to-face meeting to go into the details so that I can personalize a prescribed skincare range for them, depending on their experience as well in terms of skincare, and I like to step them up. So therefore, immediately, cleansing is very important, because if you don't get a good cleansing step number 1, you're not going to get all the benefits. So therefore, forget about a serum. If you've never cleansed your face very well, trust me, I have actually done demo for people that they've never washed their face. And I got, what do you mean by you have never washed the face? Essentially, they've never bought any products to clean their face. So therefore, this is very important, step number 1. And then we go on step number 2, which is toning. Toning is very important. But let's say you're starting somebody who is very new, maybe the Lumis, maybe step number 1 and step number 4 and 5. So sometimes I don't want to complicate that. But if they're okay to start with 5 steps like I mentioned here, or 4 steps I mentioned here, that is great. But you need to know where to go in for the various different steps. So step number 2 is very important, because toning is to help to prepare your skin, and our toner or pH balance. All right, so therefore to get into the optimal pH level so that it can actually prepare the skin for the next step, which is the treatment step, as well as to also to get rid of residual cleanser maybe from the first step. So therefore, that is very important. So today I'm going to show you step number 1, tone very quickly, and then we're going to go into treatment. Now, the age lock boost is actually on the treatment stage. So therefore, this is the treatment stage. We're going to talk about boost later on. And of course, moisturizer is absolutely very important. Now, generally, I find people don't hydrate themselves enough, not only just from drinking water, but getting a good moisturizer is very important. So therefore, we have many moisturizer in the in the new skin catalog, so you can choose one that is suitable for you. And of course, for day moisturizer, make sure that you got to have some protection over there. So therefore, this is the 5-step. Now, this is the Vera. So if you're new, you can download this Vera app onto your phone. And then what happened is that it has a tutorial that guide you how to use the LumiSpa, as you can see from the image over there, and it will even give you a skin score, how good you are with using your LumiSpa. So therefore, that is what we call a personalized skin coach at your fingertips, and you can really see the result even after one trial. So therefore, no wonder ever since we launched the first generation LumiSpa in 2017, we have been the world #1 brand for beauty device since then. Okay, I think 7 years in a row. So this is to show you a video.
ageLOC LumiSpa IO. The device's micropulse oscillation technology moves at the precise frequency to gently yet powerfully purify pores, lifting away loose dead cells while drawing out dirt, oil, makeup, pollutants, and toxins, all without ever disrupting your skin's natural microbiome balance. You'll not only see and feel instant results, but with continued use, you'll start experiencing these 7 skin benefits: softness, smoothness, radiance, clarity, purified skin, reduced pore appearance, and visibly improved firmness. Benefits that amplify or keep getting better with time. It's no wonder Nu Skin is the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems. Part of the genius of LumiSpa IO is its intuitive IoT technology. Smart sensors track when it's time to replace your treatment head and let you know if you're applying too much pressure during a session. Plus, Bluetooth connectivity to your phone's Nu Skin Vera app brings you a whole new world of possibilities and experiences. How do things like customizable regimens, personalized product recommendations, intelligent coaching, and awesome tutorials and how-to videos sound? Pretty amazing, right? There's even a selfie timeline that lets you see and document your skin's progress, something you can share on social media to inspire others. With LumiSpa IO, connect with your skin.
Okay, so that is the short video to introduce you to about the new skin, the ageLOC LumiSpa IO. So therefore, as you can see, this is a summary of what it means. All right. So therefore, you get personalized skincare regime right at your fingertips. All right. Now, so therefore, this is the 7 clinical proven skincare skin benefits that you get from LumiSpa. So don't overpromise. Just make sure that you use the right words. That is developed by our scientists as well as our marketing department. So softness, smoothness, radiance, clarity, firmness, purified skin, and also reduce pore appearance. So therefore, when we talk about clinically proven, we show you numbers. So those are some of the statistics from the benefit of the LumiSpa. So it's highly visible. You can actually see the visible results difference after even one trial. All right, so therefore earlier on I mentioned about the 5 treatment cleanser. So there you are, dry, normal combo, we have oily, we have sensitive, as well as blemish prone, and of course a 3 treatment head. Today I'm going to use the normal head. For the firm head, this is a more rigorous, so therefore sometimes you want to do that on the hand demo. It's great for elbow, or even for people with oily skin or thicker skin, or maybe they go out a lot more in the outdoor, they perspire a lot, and they want to have a much a more deeper cleansing. So therefore you use the firming head, or for some of them they want to use the firm head once a week. Yeah, so therefore it's really very individual. Now, but for gentle head, this is highly recommended for those people with very sensitive skin, maybe there's a lot of redness, very thin skin, as well as, easily skin that are, easily irritated, they get redness very easily, and of course acne prone, maybe you have some acne blemish and you want to use the process of a LumiSpa to help you to improve the situation. You may want to start out with the gentle heat. So therefore these are the three gentle heat you can mix and match. So therefore it's clinically proven, like after one week, after 12 weeks, you can see the drastic improvement in the 7 benefits that we talk about. Now, this is additional slides from previously I shared, and this is really for those people who are partnering with New Skin for the India project. You know that many of you should have known that we are going to India. As a matter of fact, next month we're opening India. And guess what? For the first time in the New Skin history, we have a range dedicated for professional, the beauty salon, the beauty salon range. So therefore, it's called Serenu. Serenu is actually the beauty salon range that New Skin has come up targeted for the beauty channel, the distribution into the beauty salon in India. So therefore, very similar to what we have been using, except that it's brand under Serenu. So if you heard of this Serenu brand, this is part of the strategy for New Skin India, and it has the LumiSpa as well as the Galvanic Spa and a whole range of different products as well. So you can see the packaging is slightly different. So for example, this is where we can actually bring this range of products to enter into the beauty salon with a detox facial. And so therefore, what kind of a products are we talking about? The LumiSpa, the clay mask, pH balance toner, the Galvanic Spa with a brightening serum. Again, the brightening serum is something that is unique to New Skin India, as well as a professional gel cream, which is the moisturizer. So this whole range is actually specifically research R&D for the India population and the India market, the consumer over there. So therefore, I'm really very excited. As you can see that, in my previous life, as a corporate warrior, I actually help my companies, penetrate our products into the beauty salon. So I'm really, really excited about this range. And besides that, you can also do the glow facial. So therefore, slightly different from the earlier one. That one is details. You have the clay mask, but this one, you have just focus on the brightening toner. So the toner over there is different. The other side is different. This is the brightening toner and it combined with the brightening serum. So therefore, this is Serenu. Thought that you may want to know that there is this new thing that's coming up from New Skin for India. Now, so step number 2 is toner. So therefore, I'm not going to talk very much about NutriCentral, but essentially the key message you want to get away is that you need a toner. All right, so I'm gonna be using the triphasic bright toner later on in my demo, but this is the 2 basic NutriCentral toner, one for normal combo skin and one for oily skin. Okay. Now, I want to talk a little bit about microcurrent, and so therefore this is another slide. You can take a picture. Microcurrent uses low energy electric currents to stimulate the nervous system. So we are an expert on microcurrent, started from our galvanic current, and then we went on to launch the boost, and then after that now we have the well spa. So in figure number 2, you can see that it boosts cellular metabolism, stimulates collagen and elastin. So therefore, this is very important to know how microcurrent works. And the third process is it lifts and controls the skin for a more youthful appearance. So therefore, this is a great slide to teach you to share with you what do you mean by microcurrent, all right? How does it benefit our skin? Then when we talk about microcurrent, a lot of beauty salon out there, they have LED treatment, their radio frequency, and therefore, I want to do a quick comparison. So microcurrent, it actually mimics our natural electric current within our body. So it stimulates the facial muscle, promotes collagen production, enhance muscle toning for immediate lifting and firming, and of course, it helps to rejuvenate and overall skin health, rejuvenate the skin and skin health at the cellular level. So it's not on the surface. As you can see, the diagram over there, it goes much deeper into the different layers of the skin structure. So immediately you get results after one single trial, and then you could really, and therefore, the boost, the galvanic spa, as well as our well spa. It's really, really effective devices that add on to the LumiSpa. So the LumiSpa doesn't use microcurrent, it uses an oscillation technology. So therefore, this is very important for you to understand. And therefore, the difference in terms of the various different microcurrent that in our devices, as you can see, the galvanic spa is actually a direct current called galvanic currents. And then of course the well spa is called the adaptive microcurrent because of our body. Our body is quite a big space, many different layers, many different kind of thickness throughout our body, so we need adaptive microcurrents to make it more effective and safe for the customer as well. So therefore, then we have the boost, which is a variable pulse microcurrent. So therefore, again, this is an award winning, and so we use the variable pulse microcurrent because it switches from positive to negative every 2.4 seconds. And yeah, so 8 times a second. Very, very great. And of course, the serum that goes with it is charged as well. So therefore, it's called the activating treatment serum. So again, it has the ingredients that will help you. What do we mean by boost? It helps you to reduce the appearance of pigmentation and plump up your skin, and of course the age lock blend, which is anti-aging. So again, you can find all this information on our website, but just a quick one. It's effective, it's clinically proven. Again, we have data to back our benefits that we promised you. So therefore, 85% improvement in radiance, 85% improvement in skin tone evenness. So for me, I love it because it helps with, improving my hyperpigmentation as part of the aging process. So therefore, this is a boost for you. And then
Did you know that you can use Nutricentials pumps and AgeLock Boost device for even better results? That's right. It's time to boost your pumps. Nuskin organized multiple clinical studies to evaluate the results of using these two together, and the results speak for themselves. After one application of the hyaluronic acid plus B5 pump with AgeLock Boost, the participants showed a 130% extra improvement in skin hydration compared to topical alone. Using ceramides plus postbiotics pump combined with AgeLock Boost daily for 1 week resulted in 70% extra improvement in skin barrier support compared to topical alone. And lastly, participants showed an impressive 187% extra improvement related to skin clarity after using AgeLock Boost with bakuchiol pump daily for 1 week compared to topical alone. Doesn't that sound amazing? So what are you waiting for? It's your turn to boost your pumps.
So therefore, that is a quick video. Actually, that video was created before the result from the vitamin C came out. So eventually, the boost it's okay to use with our the pump series in under Nutricential. So of course, in the Singapore market, we don't have the pump, but I thought I want to share that since this is a global audience, that not only you can use the treatment serum from the boost range, you could actually use it together with the pump as well with our boost device. Okay, so therefore that's good information. And of course, step number 4 will be hydrate and protect. So therefore, this is very, very important. So today I'm using the triphasic range. So I'm going to use a triphasic brightening kind of a the it's called day milk lotion. Okay, it has already built in there the SPF protection. So now I want to talk about another product which I like to introduce, because in Singapore we have this bundle called Better Together, and it's called Beauty from Inside. So besides using the LumiSpa, I want you to highly encourage you to use it together with our collagen, the inner focus or beauty focus collagen. So in some market it's called the beauty focus collagen. In my market it's called the inner focus collagen. So again, it's clinically proven, as you can see those data over there. All right, and so what power it? Again, a lot of time people ask me, what is the difference between the collagen? Now, essentially, our collagen is called collagen plus, because besides the collagen, it has also other ingredients, and therefore it's also very bioactive. Bioactive means it's easily absorbed by the body. So therefore, our collagen peptides, all right, it helps to stimulate the skin for the collagen, the boost the collagen elastin production. So but not all peptides are created equal. So ours is amazing. It get absorbed very easily by our body, and you can really show a great difference. Not only that, you can see that we feature a unique fingerprint that is consistently shown to have the highest stimulative effect. So therefore, it's not just a collagen. We have this amazing proprietary technology and a proprietary blend of ingredients. So therefore, lutein, lutein is from the marigold flower, and therefore you can see it when you shake it or you stir it. You can all these orange specks at the bottom. Make sure you drink it all up because that is the lutein there. That is not commonly found in beauty supplement because it's expensive. All right, but it's clinically proven to protect skin against oxidative stress. And of course, the phytoceramides is taken from our wheat lipid extract. It's helped with your hydration. So therefore, it gives the skin a good barrier for moisture. Now again, different markets have slightly different combination or the blend of the ingredients because of local regulations. So, but then what I'm sharing with you is actually from the Singapore market. All right. So please check with your account manager or product specialist of your market to verify your own collagen. All right, the lutein in our collagen helps with AMD, which is age-related macular degeneration, which is your eyes. So therefore, this is not only for eye health, it's actually great for, brain health as well. So therefore, I got this information from my mentor Bob Howe over there, and you can see amazing result every half a year he come to Singapore. I can see amazing improvement on his skin, and more importantly, not just on the skin, but it's actually on the inside, eye health as well as brain health. All right, so again, we have clinical proven, all right, clinicals prove it that it's not that you say I say, we actually tells you over a clinical grading at 4 months that you can actually see amazing improvement on the appearance. So therefore, it's even better. We also have done clinical studies that is even better together with the LumiSpa. So therefore, if you use it together with the LumiSpa, all you need to do is to drink 1 sachet a day. You're going to get amazing result. So these are some amazing results of there. Alan Gagal. I met this Swedish guy when I went to OTG Europe event in Spain in May, and that was a photo he shared with me. Amazing results from collagen. These are some of the before and after photo. Amazing. People have used our devices, LumiSpa, Galvanic Spa. Okay, my personal favorite is Monica Lam, as you can see there. How she has improved over the last don't know how many years she has been with the company. I forgot how many years. And of course, my best buddy there, Mary, she's going to be the trainer for tomorrow. So you can stay tuned to her coaching tomorrow on the Galvanic Spa and the True Face series. And that is Daniel, her brother over there. Amazing results, right? And of course, a lot of celebrities, not only from Hollywood, but from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea. Amazing. Okay, so we don't do advertisement, but celebrities will use our products as well. So as you can see, Korean celebrities as well, amazing. So therefore, I will end my sharing now, and I'm going to go on to the demo. So for all of you, if you have your device, please let's do it together, and we can finish this in about 5-10 minutes. So therefore, I'm going to put my hair up. Okay, and feel free to ask any questions that you may have on my sharing earlier on. Now, before I start, I'm going to this is a routine, and I do that because I always forget to drink my collagen when I first started out. And so what happened is I will do it. So this is my demo kit. So I have my demo kit here. So this is a collapsible cup, which I'll show you in a while. But this is what I carry in my purse every day: a collapsible cup and a stainless steel tumbler. Okay, a tumbler where I can shake it. So therefore, I'm going to put my collagen in here before my LumiSpa. So therefore, and after that, I will reward myself for doing my LumiSpa. And so this is what I do. Okay, this is what I demo in front of my customers. So then I'm almost like a bartender. And of course, I'm going to let it sit for a while, and then I will start my LumiSpa. So I will do on this side of the face. Okay, so this is the NAPCA mist. And now there are a few tips. You can follow the viral app, you know. And so this is the amount of cleanser that I use. I like to put a little, okay. Now, don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of cleanser here. Okay, I don't have any makeup. I just put on some eyebrow pencil so that you can see the difference, okay? Okay, so all right. So I'm going to show you. You don't have to go very fast. Now, if you do the Vera, it will show you to go on the top and work your way to the jawline. But for me, I like to work on the jawline. So I'm going to turn on the machine. Can you see? Turn on the machine. Okay. Okay, where's my machine? And then I want to work on my jawline. And I go to the back of my ears. Slide down. So when I go up, I use a little bit of force. And I slide down gently. As you can see, I get red easily, but my skin is not sensitive. Okay, so that is a pause there. That means it's 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, then I go up. Okay, so on my forehead, it's actually a fan shape. You can't do it on your eyeball, but you can go around it. Only on the socket, not on the eyeball, okay? Okay. Okay, I do a reverse C here. Since I have more than 2 minutes, because the 2 minutes for the whole face, I can also do the neck. So the neck. You want to use a bit of force when you move up, and then you glide down gently. Force, glide down gently. You can actually put it at your apple there. There is a acupoint there, and you can see your cheek, vibrating. Okay, that's 2 minutes. All right. So as you can see, I don't do it very fast. Okay. You don't do it so fast. I do it very deliberately, deliberately go up, glide down, go up. You can pause here and glide down and you go up. So therefore, there is a difference. I mean, this is a technique. You don't have to be so fast, and guess what? The Lumi Spa can be used in the shower as well. So therefore, I'm going to cleanse on my cleanser. Okay. You can immediately see a lift already. Can you see a lift already? Yeah. So I'm going to clean one more time. Okay. Ooh. Okay, as you can see, I already washed away my eyebrow, and you can actually see a lift already. Okay, even my jawline. Okay, even my jawline. So anyway, that's the Lumi Spa. So then I'm going to use the toner. So when do you use a toner? Because the next step is treatment, right? Now, if you use a mask, for example, after the toning, you can use a toning before the mask, and after the mask, assuming that you have to wash away the mask, you have to do the toner again before the treatment stage. Okay, so therefore I'm going to use a cotton, and I'm going to Okay, all right, that's the toner. Now then I'm going to okay, spray again my mist. Oh, I spray a lot of the mist, throughout my whole body, not only just. Then I'm going to use the boost, okay? So therefore, as you can see, the boost. Okay, so how do you do the boost is that you swipe out to turn it on, okay? There is no button to press, you just kind of swipe it up, and you use 3 pump. Okay, so I can do the whole face, but I like to focus on my cheek area and of course maybe some of my, okay, you can also do it on the, I'm just going to put a bit more into my neckline. Okay, so then I kind of like use it to spread the treatment cleanser, sorry, the treatment serum, and then I'm gonna swipe up again. And so you hear this zuk 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 sound. Again, you can do very slowly. Remember, every second, 8 times, 2.4 times, it changes from positive to negative variable. So therefore, it's actually very good. It helps me with my pigmentation improve, and it plump up my skin. So I like to focus on my cheek area and then my jawline. Okay, my jawline. Same method, just that very slowly. Glide down. When you go up, you leave it a bit, you give it a bit of a force to go up. Okay, there is a long zzz, means it's done. So therefore, as you can see, it keeps flashing because it's actually getting ready for you to put on more serum, for example. So after this, you are supposed to put in more serum, 3 pump, and you do the other side. But I'm just going to show you again, just a little bit, and I'm going to do it for my neck. Plump up my neck. It has also anti-aging, brightening effect and anti-aging, especially those lines I want it to be. You will see the difference, okay, between this side and that side that I'm not doing. Okay, there's some cleanser. One thing about this, that there's some cleanser, so not cleanser, the serum that gets stuck in between the booths. Okay, zzz, no more sound. Okay, so therefore that's it. The 2 minute, so it's 2 minutes, 1 minute here, 1 minute there. It's done, and then you kind of like pat in. So you don't wash away. Okay, so as you can see, ooh, can see a lot of difference. Even my neck, you can see the difference between this side and this side. Okay, this is the darker side because I got lighting coming from the window over here. Okay, so that's it. Well, I think I still have a bit of time, so I'm going to show you as a bonus the attachment for the eye. So this is the attachment for the LumiSpa. It's the same device, but you use it. Oh, by the way, when you take out the LumiSpa, so another tip, as you can see, this two triangle there is supposed to face at the bottom here to put it in. Okay, and then when you take it out, you have to remove very gently using your finger in between the groove here. You leave out like that. Don't pluck it out this way, because what happened is that this is plastic, this is metal. You're going to break the plastic if you pluck it out like that. So very gently remove it and then rinse it under the tap, and that's how you take care of your LumiSpa. Then you kind of like wipe it, dry, especially if you use it in the shower, and that's it. Put it on the counter and it's ready for the next use. So therefore now I'm going to, again, this is the essence, so therefore the logo face up, okay, and then you wait, okay, so therefore it looks a little bit like the LumiSpa, except that this is for the eye. So therefore it's very good. I'm not sharing the details on this, but it's very good for puffy eyes and dark eye circles. So therefore, I will use this. I don't like to use my hands to put. Okay. Again, you don't use it on the eyeball, but around. So you have to touch where is the socket. Okay, around the socket. Okay. So therefore, I'm going to put more. So I normally do this at night. Okay. So over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lift up. So these are the acupoint of your eye. And then in the middle, 6 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that, you gently move it. If you have some fine lines, you can do a bit of a circle slowly. Okay, I don't really have puffy eyes or the eye circle, but I do it in the evening for relaxation. You can go into a circle, lift it up. I love this. It feels so normally when I do it, I close my eyes and really enjoy, gently go around the eyes. So that's it. You see? That's it. So 2 minutes. Okay, and then so you pat in your eye cream. So that's your eye cream for fine lines as well as the eye circle and puffy eyes. So that's it. Hey, that's the whole of course after that you can put in your moisturizer. Okay, so this is a day moisturizer, and make sure I'm going to show you how much moisturizer I do. I don't just put a dot, I put a lot. Okay, so I put a lot, especially at night, and let it absorb into your skin. And then use these 2 fingers, okay? These 2 fingers, okay? Don't use the whole hand and swipe up. So always swipe it up. Okay. So anyway, and I only do half the face. I need to, after the class, I have to do the other half of the face. That is the strange part about doing demo like this. You always only do half a face. Okay, that's it. All right. Any questions? Let me check my okay, let me get the tissue paper to wipe off my fingers so that I don't put all this moisturizer on my laptop. Let me just see any questions. Anybody has any question? Oh, no question. Great. So I've been very clear. Right? Anybody has any questions? Some new?
No,
Anybody new
thank you
here?
so much. I appreciate that. It was
Oh,
wonderful.
oh, Shri, thank you, thank you. Oh, who said that? Who's it?
This is Azam.
Azam.
Yes,
Huh? Great. Are you new to our class here?
yes, but I'm
This
not
is your
new
first
to
time.
the new skin.
New skin too. Okay, welcome,
No, no,
welcome.
no. I'm in new skin for 10 years,
Oh, 10
but I'm
years.
new
Okay.
for the class. Yes.
Class. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So
Thank
guess
you so
nobody has any questions. I must have done a good job explaining in early part. So as you can see, okay, I'm going to take a picture of myself first. Um, how can we download the video to present? Okay, you mean the video that I had just now? Okay, I will share in the messenger group. We have a messenger group, right? So I will share in the messenger group, and you can, okay, I download it. It's somewhere in my phone, in my computer. I will share it, and then you can have it. So but I find that is a great video because it's not very long, and it shows, has all this music excitement, and it shows essentially what Newbie Spa is all about without you having to memorize all those key points. Yeah, all those key points. So while anyway, I'm going to take a photo, and I urge everybody. Okay, let me just. Okay, I'm standing up because my desk is quite messy today. I just came back from India, haven't cleared up my desk, so I need to wait, take a photo of myself with my Lumi Spa. Okay, wait, take a photo with the Lumi Spa. And then I'm gonna take a photo with everybody, okay? Everybody, please go and turn on your camera because I'm kind of like, okay, so I'm going to take myself photo. Ta-da! Okay, or somebody can help me take a photo as well. Hey, chicha. Okay, all right. I'm gonna remove myself the spotlight, and we go into a gallery mode, and then everybody turn on your camera, and and then bring your Lumi Spa out and have a big smile. Okay, and then okay, waiting for everybody. Chicha! Okay, great. Thank you for joining me this morning or this evening. All right, I hope you enjoyed the class. And obviously, there is no questions. So, thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you, Jin. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Irene. Yeah, and don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Mary. Mary is also in the audience here today, but she's going to be sharing with you. She's my buddy here in Singapore, but she's lot of experience, so you definitely would want to leverage on tomorrow's morning class, to learn about the galvanic spa. And of course she's going to share with you, I think, some of the True Face series products as well that we all love. Okay, so that's for tomorrow, and day 3 and day 4 will be for well spa. All right, okay, thank you everybody. Your right side, oh yeah, lifted up. I know. I know. I think next time I must go demo on this side. Sometimes I do demo this, I forgot, and I leave it like always only one side. This side is more wash than that side. Okay, so I need to wash this other side more often as well. Okay, so it's a little bit lopsided now, I think. Okay, thank you everybody. Bye bye.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye. Thank
Bye bye.
you.